Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me. But that bard is the worst.
Bard? What bard? Is someone giving you trouble?
That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh.
Would your good friend be named John?
What if I talk to him?
If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though.
Well, I can be very persuasive. Does this happen a lot? Do you get a lot of attention from men?
You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. Some were even single. They'll never understand. No amount of flowers or honeyed words are going to change my mind. Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. No man's going to get between me and my little girl.
Well, it sounds like Mikhail needs a good talking to. It sounds like someone needs to straighten him out. And that someone's gonna be me.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials.
There he is. All bardic and smug.
Our youth, today's come and gone, for the age of aggression is just about done. If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere. Once Mikhail gets them, they're got.
Oh, I've heard otherwise. I've heard differently. You need to leave Carlotta alone.
Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet.
Listen, buddy. No means no. She's not yours. Stop this nonsense. Leave her alone, or else. She's not yours. Just lay off.
Maybe you're right. I guess I just didn't want anyone to think I couldn't handle one lass. On my honor, I won't bother Carlotta ever again.
I don't know how much honor you really have, but I'll take it.
Some parting advice? Women love...
Not Carlotta. She very clearly does not. What can I say? When you got problems, just turn no further. Look no further. Turn to Georg Full Tankard. Are you a mime?
A hungry daughter. What do you need?
Mikhail won't be bothering you anymore.
Really? You convinced that lute player to stop chasing me? I'd thank the gods, but I'll settle for thanking you. Here's some coin for your help.
Oh, wow. Alright, that was worth quite a bit to you. He must have been really persistent. He must have been really, really annoying. Man, who needs to hunt bounties? Who needs to stop bandits? I'll just stop men from harassing women. Apparently, it pays much, much more. Listen, lady, this is just getting embarrassing now. Wait. You have a new guard? What happened to your last guard?
Yes?
I have so many questions. That, or it's not even the same noble and maybe she has like 2 or 3 sisters and I've just seen her other sisters, I've seen her twin, I've seen her triplets. Well, like I said, at least it's safe. Here we are, Redoran's Retreat. Nobody here, and, well, I know there's bandits inside, so nobody outside doesn't mean anything. It's too much to ask for that, you know, maybe they ran off, maybe they just left the sword behind. Wouldn't that be nice, though? Wouldn't that be just super, super convenient? I see one. Oh, I see. Oh, the dog's coming to get me. No! Not the dog, I'm sorry. It was self-defense. I didn't want to do it. You made me do this, dog. He was a good boy. He was protecting his owners. It's not his fault. His owners are just evil. Oh, I dodged that. Did not dodge that. I walked right into that one. How's that Skyforged steel taste, huh? Alright, who's next? Your dog's dead, your guard's dead. Don't you insult the bees. The bees work hard for that honey, and we're enjoying the fruits of their labor. Or the regurgitated waste of their labor. Oh, that was very close.
You're a fool to fight.
Oh, not good, not good. I'm just here for the sword. I don't want any trouble. Ooh, never mind, trouble. Alright, bandits. Round 2.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Oh, there we go, there we go. He's stuck on that box. Nope, never mind. Oh, he's swinging. Oh, this is dangerous. Wow, alright. I could not do anything there. Now, I know there's mods out there so that you never really die. There's mods out there so that when you die instead, it's the thing of, oh, you got captured, you got robbed, you'll wake up somewhere. I'm just imagining that thing of, oh man, what if I was using that and I just kept waking up outside of Veteran's Retreat and I just keep on coming back. And this one bandit chief's like, alright, I gotta teach you this lesson again, huh? He just picks me up, throws me out. Oh, he's still alive. Okay. I have my level up. I'm gonna be careful. Here, step on this trap for me. Oh god, he blocked that. Oh, good. Get another hit in. Ooh. Okay, quick! Ooh. In some ways, I'm still working on my timing. In some ways, I just really haven't gotten it completely down yet. And I know it. I'm aware of it. Let's sell your steel armor. Let's hope you have any potions here. I could really use some potions right about now. So anything you got, I'm taking it. Amren's family sword. It's an iron sword, but a really beautiful hilt. Varla stone, gold, petty soul gem. Ooh, steel gauntlets of smithing. I might honestly just hold on to that. And a treasure map. Whiterun. Oh, okay. We're going on a little bit of a treasure hunt. I think I can figure this one out. Or at least I certainly hope I can. And the fight's over, but let's use that level up now. Back into health. And let's put this... I don't have anything I can use for block. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to use block. 25% less stamina for power attacks. Battle axes, which I'm currently using. Let's go... Brutal Fighter. This is probably around the point where we're going to start seeing a little bit of a slowdown in leveling. I've gone through it very quickly so far, but now's when we'll see a slight change to that. Are you okay? Like, he's dead. But he really just looks a little stiff right now. I also can't loot him. I killed him so hard that... Oh, he no longer exists. I hit him so hard that he ceases to exist in this plane of reality. Anything? Oh, yeah, exactly what I need to break more lockpicks, right? 33 gold, I'll take it. No more potions here? That's fine. Well, it's treasure hunting time. Treasure hunting, returning the family sword. We're gonna make some money today. So looking at this, I want to be facing the windmill with the gate and with the windmill itself pointing to my right. Oh, so here's the fence. Windmill pointing that way. Okay, alright, we have that lined up. And we are going to kind of finagle our way up the mountain until we reach a ledge of some sort. I think I see it. I think I kind of see where we're supposed to go. It's still going to take me an eon to find it, but we're on the right path at least. Now, I know for a fact that if I ever had to draw a treasure map, no one would ever find my treasure, because there's two things I'm terrible at. I have a terrible sense of skill, and I have a terrible sense of direction. So, drawing a map would be the death of me and the death of whoever has to find whatever it is I'm trying to show them. So let's hope it never comes to that in my life, that I never have to draw a treasure map. That is never going to be important for anyone or anything. Now, you might not believe it, or maybe you will believe it with what I just said, but I've never gone out and sought out the treasure maps in Skyrim before. I've picked up the maps and I've just said, whatever. I don't care enough. I've done it in other games, but I've never thought to do it before in Skyrim. I was also wondering if it would be obvious where I needed to dig something out. Okay, here we go. Not bad. I'll leave the bow for someone else. Someone else can find it and be like, whoa, look what I found! Man, what a fantastic treasure, because this is all that would have been here, right? And they'll never know any better. Alright, let's give Arm and his family sword. And then we'll move out. It's almost night, so maybe we'll rest for the evening, but let's get this back to him. Let's see how excited he is to have his sword back. I know it's free housing, so I guess I really can't complain all too much, but I really wish that the companions gave us a chest by our bed, like that everyone had their own chest so that they could put stuff away, because there's a few things that I'm picking up that I'm sure I won't use now, but I'd like to use later, but I don't want to keep on me at all times. And yeah, I should just get a house at some point. But I'm still starting off. I don't know where we're going to settle down. I don't know where I want to get a home. And as it is, I'm still making some money. I only have, what, 5,000, 5,500 gold? If I were to buy a house right now, I'd go back to being broke. I'd be right back where I started. And, don't really want that right now.
If you need potions, you should try Arcadia's Cauldron.
Excuse me, but I'm trying to read.
What can I do for you, friend?
See, at least he's nice about it.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
What do you think I'm doing right now? I have your sword.
You found it. I've been looking for that blade for months. You took on all those bandits yourself?
It was
Thank
nothing.
you. Here, my father had a favorite sword and shield technique. Let me teach it to you in honor of his memory.
Alright. Not too shabby.
Mother,
Come back and see us again.
I wanted to ask you something. It's about a boy.
A boy.
Not now, Braith. Go ask your father.
Is that any way to talk to your daughter?
What are you looking at?
Were you
I'm
just
not
trying to throw a
upset with you,
switch?
You know, even if you are my elder.
Okay, never mind. I don't feel bad for you anymore. Imagine meeting an adult and that's the very first thing you say to them. Never mind. You know what? I hope that boy has no interest in you. I hope you never get to speak to that boy. That boy, whoever he is, deserves better.
Need something?
If you keep it in close.
Why did you join the companions?
My mother was a companion, and her mother, and all the women in my family back to Harati Blackblade. I stayed with my father in the woods until I was old enough for my trial. We hunted everything there was to hunt. Good training. Ma didn't live long enough to see me join, but I fight to honor her and all my shield sisters through time.
To you, what does it mean to be a companion?
It means resting your haunches in Whiterun more than I'd care to, for one. But when it comes time to draw blood, there's no one in Skyrim I'd rather have at my back. It means waking up every day knowing that you could die, and having to earn your life by clawing for every breath.
No relaxation, huh?
Those cozy lords manage to drag themselves out of bed every day. Why bother if you're not living?
Alright.
Until next time.
It's a little late in the day, so I figured I would just
You
come
still
back
need to prove
and
yourself,
sleep
Whelp.
before setting off.
Are you looking for help with something? This is a busy time.
Why did you join the companions? Everyone's just gonna get real tired of me asking them.
I learned the ways of the blade in the Great War. Nearly lost my life outside the Imperial City.
Battle of the Red
I
Ring.
came home to Skyrim when it was all over, but I wasn't much good at anything other than fighting. Wandered around as a blade for hire. Was a damned good one, too. The money was good, and the women were good, and the drinks were good. But I was losing myself, my heart.
That's not good.
I was lucky the companions found me. Now there's a reason to be fighting. The honor of my brothers and sisters is worth more than coin. Of course the money is still good. And the drinks.
Can't argue with that. What does it mean to be a companion?
I wish more of our ranks asked such questions. I've started seeing the companions as a kind of family. I've battled next to every man and woman here, and the bonds of sweat are stronger than those of blood. I would trust anyone here with my life, which is more than I'd say for the milk drinkers who raised me.
Alright. Can I take multiple jobs at once or no?
Aren't you already running a job for Farkas?
Okay.
Come talk to me when you finish that up.
I wasn't actually sure. It's been so long now.
I'll take my leave then.
Yeah, I figured I'd just try.
I was
The worst case scenario is though he says no. And frankly, that's fine. If anything, they'll think I'm ambitious. Like, whoa, he wants to take 2 jobs at once? Look at this guy. Everyone else could learn a thing or two from him. A lot of rain lately. A lot of rain, I've noticed. I mean, hey, it'll keep my armor slightly clean at the very least, so I can't argue too much with that. Oh, hey.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
I'm never delivering a letter for you again.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda.
Oh, I think I heard her mention something about that. You're looking to become a merchant?
Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day, I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madran. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done.
Maybe I could help with that.
You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future?
What do you know of the Khajiit?
About the same as everyone else. They're the catfolk of Elsewhere. Great warriors, good traders. Way I hear it, Elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful.
Tropical doesn't sound too bad. You mentioned trading caravans?
Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them.
Do you trust them?
Matter of fact, I do. They've been fair enough with me, far as I can tell. And a Nord knows a liar when she sees one.
Alright.
Farewell.
Mammoth tusk. Mammoth tusk. Mammoth tusk. I'll keep that in mind. Hello.
I help my mother Arab with the hunt. We bring much meat and skins to the stronghold.
I guess they just come to the cities occasionally to trade and whatnot. I mean, I get it. The orc strongholds, they're a little isolated. Sometimes you need a taste of civilization. They probably get shamed for that, but, you know, whatever. Now, before we head down to Falkreath Hold, to Knife Point Ridge, we need a horse. We're going to be traveling longer distances. Even just the trip from Rorikstead back to Whiterun, that is already a significant trip. Having a horse will make things, at the very least, a little bit faster. The horse will also allow me to have some designated storage on them as well, so if I go out adventuring, if I need more storage, you know, there we go. It helps out with that.
Got the fleetest steeds in all of Skyrim.
Perfect.
Man like you needs a war horse, I reckon.
Oh, you're not wrong. How old are your horses?
None of them's older than 9, and the youngest is 6. Now, the horse I got for sale is 7 years old. but in fine health. She's got a lot of spirit, that one. We've taken to calling her Queen Aufsiger, or just Allie for short. I expect you can name her anything you like, once she's yours.
You know, I like Allie. I like that name for a horse.
Suppose so. Got one all saddled if you've got the coin.
Here's my offer. 1,000 septims, how's that sound?
You've got a deal. It's the one with the saddle.
You know, maybe I should have asked him what it cost first, before just saying like, hey, here's 1,000 gold. He's probably just chuckling to himself going, sucker, it cost 500 gold.
Ride strong.
And here I am just overpaying like an idiot. Now here's another thing. I almost never really use horses in Skyrim, so I'm making a little bit of a conscious effort to try and make use of it a little bit more, especially since I am going to be using convenient horses. I want to improve my riding skills. And I really like the tutorial that they added in for convenient horses, because I've only ever used the mod a little bit before. So if you're not familiar with it, or it's your first time using it, it's nice to have this introduction, it's nice to have this refresher. Oh, I should harvest some carrots, that way I can give the carrots to the horse. Oh, that would be nice. Now, I also took all the potatoes, so is that going to count for all 5? It doesn't. I took multiple, though. There we go. The farmer's gonna come by and he's like, what happened to all our potatoes? What happened to all our cabbages? And I'll be long gone. I'll be long gone on my really, really fast horse. Allie. Ooh. Little disorienting. Practice the horse whistle. Not the nicest whistle, not the best whistle. Slowly but surely getting slightly better. I was like, yeah, I get it. I can hear you. I don't want to. You can stop now. Follow me. Am I already getting dirty again? I think my armor's already getting dirty again. It looks like it. Do you have any traveling equipment that I can purchase?
Of course.
Excellent, I'll bring my horse then. Hey, Allie. Here she comes. Not bad. I'd like to purchase that traveling equipment.
Of course.
Oh, hey, my horse just started running and whinnying.
What was that?
Did you sell me a stubborn horse? I don't know, it's never happened in the 2 seconds that I've owned this horse.
Just bring it back to me.
Alright, I'll bring her back. You get over here. You're making me look bad. You're making me look bad in front of the stable owner. He's gonna judge me.
Got the fleetest steeds in all of Skyrim.
I brought my horse back.
You've done well.
Oh, and there she goes again. That again? I'll teach it a lesson.
Don't do that.
I'm just gonna scold her.
Just bring it back to me.
I'm just gonna tell her I'm disappointed. It works every time. Get back over here. Third time's gotta be the charm, right? Here she comes. There she is. Quickly grab the bridle.
Huh?
Bridle? Bridle? I don't know these words. It's the same way that he was saying, it's like, oh, no horse younger than 6, no horse older than 9. I don't know horse ages at all. I don't know what's a good age for a horse. You can just make all this stuff up and I'll just sit there and go, okay, sure. Like, I have no context.
What are you doing that for?
Is she just gonna run into the city? Allie? Allie.
Nah, I don't think so.
Did you sell me a stupid horse? Is this horse an idiot? Alright, everyone just keep an eye out for my horse. See if she comes running back. So, is that it?
It would seem so.
What do you mean it would seem so? No, I'll find a way to control it.
You expect me to believe that?
That or I'm getting a refund. Believe me when I say it.
Nah, I don't think so.
Well, now I gotta show him that I can control her out of spite. Here she comes. Let's ride. There's space when near people to rear up and interact with them. Why didn't I just do this the first time? Why didn't I just ride up the first time around, huh? What do you think of this, huh? I found a way, despite your lack of faith.
You've done well.
I always do. Shall we do the trade now?
Of course.
I want a better saddle and some sacks.
For that price? Sure. Thank you. Here, this is for you.
Not bad. Check out what's in the sack. What's in the sack? Ooh, look, mead! The Nord Rider's Horn. It's my traveling mead. That's my riding mead. Use the horse call power. Lovely. Perform a sprinting horse charge attack. Defeat and loot an enemy in mounted combat. Well, that means now I need to find an enemy. I guess we'll start riding. I guess we gotta just hope for the best. Let's see what we can find. Maybe we can find a wolf or something? Normally I have no problem finding wolves. Now that I'm going to want to find a wolf, you know I'm not going to find it at all. You know I'm not going to find anything at all. Wait. Oh, that counted. Oh, still alive, still alive. There we go. Defeat and loot an enemy in mounted combat. Okay, so it didn't have to be something already hostile to me. It didn't have to be an already hostile enemy. And now that I've said that, wolves. Oh, wait. Oh, this is going to be hard. Man, and I thought mounted combat in Witcher 3 left something to be desired. Wait, wait. There we go. And one more. Boom. Not too bad. Could have gone worse. I could have died. My horse could have died. Now, if I remember correctly, I can name the horse. But to do so, I think I need to be back at the stables. So I'm going to very quickly return to the stables, see if we can name our horse, and then we can set off for Falkreath. In style, on our horse. Oh, It's great. I'm actually really looking forward to actually using a horse a little bit more, using a mount for once. Now, the real question is, how does this work? Oh, can I not dismount right here because not enough space? Oh, I can't dismount right now. Alright, I guess I will dismount here. Maybe I should train you. This place is your home. I need to make some decisions. Weight tolerance, ground control, gestures, riding gestures. No. Maybe I should train you. Horses can be trained and its attributes improved. Strength, endurance, speed. Training experience is gained from riding activities. Training level increases with experience up to 10. Higher levels require more training experience. Attribute of choice can be increased on level up. Postpone. In that case, I don't want to pay right now. This place is your home. That way I know where to find you if anything happens. Forget about this place. Alright, in that case I might need to look up how to set the name. I know you can. I know you're able to set your horse's name. I'm already quite bloody again, damn. That didn't take very long at all. Can I get the horse to follow me in here? Would that do it? No, 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 just a little bit more. You're almost there. There. Nope, no, no, a little bit more. Come on. I know you can do it, Allie. Because even if I can't name you Allie right this instant, I'm just going to name you Allie. I'm going to call you Allie. Why you gotta be like this, Allie? Why you gotta be like this? Alright, in that case, let's ride. As long as you know your name, as long as I know your name, I guess we should be fine. What do we have here? Allie, just stay there. Hello?
The suffering the Daedra cause will not go unpunished. You speak to a vigilant of Stendar. Cavort with any Daedra, and we will hunt you down.
No cavorting here. You're a vigilant of Stendar?
Yes. Our order was founded after the Oblivion Crisis. We dedicate our lives to facing the threat of Daedra wherever they appear. We're quartered in the Hall of the Vigilant. Keeper Carset heads Skyrim's branch of our order there, providing healing and justice as needed.
Is that a Daedra worshipper right behind you? You hunt Daedra?
And any other abominations that prey on mortals? Vampires, werewolves, witches?
You don't say.
But the Daedra are the worst.
Werewolves.
Their callous disregard for our lives is abhorrent in the eyes of the God of Mercy.
What's so dangerous about Daedra? And she's like, what's so dangerous about Daedra?
They are profane creatures with no hope of redemption. They lure innocents to their deaths and corrupt the souls of all they touch. And their heretical artifacts grant powers to mortals that wreak havoc across Tamriel.
Oh, you
they
again.
Must be destroyed or guarded to prevent temptation.
I should consider taking a bath soon. Oh.
Stendar be with you.
I just took a bath. I just took one. Yeah, this lady keeps on changing bodyguards. I don't know how many bodyguards she's gone through, but if she ever tries to hire me, I know better. I know to say no. Because odds are I'm just gonna wind up dead like the rest of them. You know, this signpost doesn't point towards Falkreath, but just judging by our compass, judging by our map marker, this is gonna be the right way to go. This will be the best way to kind of cut across, cut south, and make it into Falkreath Hold. And get to where we need to be. Uh-oh. What do we have here? Also, hey, look, I think that's indicating that we're making it into Falkreath Hold right there. I think that's our border sign.
I'm on a pilgrimage to the Shrine of Azura, the goddess of twilight, if you'll excuse me.
Well, where is the shrine?
In the mountains to the northeast. I'll mark it on your map.
Thank you. Watch out, there's some Vigilant Estendar that way. It sounds like they're against all Daedra, even Azura. So whatever you do, just don't say anything to them. I'd hate to see you wind up in an executioner's hood. Like that other guy. Now, what do we have around here? We have a few locations that we can uncover. I'll just go on foot for a second. Allie, you wait here.
Not sure how much longer I can hold out here.
You okay there?
Hello? You! Over here, please, I need help. Please, I'm not sure I'll make it on my own.
It's the thing of it's funny because he's just sitting casually. He's not on the ground. He's not, like, writhing in pain. He's just sitting. Like, hey, over here.
Please, do you have a potion you can spare?
Oh, it's not letting me talk to him. Uh-oh. Why is it not letting me talk to him?
Please, do you have a potion you can spare?
That's odd.
Thank Kinnereth for you, stranger. I'd almost given up hope of walking away from here.
Okay, I disabled him and re-enabled him using console commands. I know this quest works with all my mods, because this was actually something that I tested when I was setting everything up, when I was going through all my mods and checking for things. Who are you?
Name's Valder. I hunt out of Falkreath. We tracked a bear to this den. Good coin for those pelts. We had the big sow cornered when they showed up. 3 of them, out of nowhere. Spriggans. Niels went down before we even knew to run. Ari died just inside. I never even thought the things were real. I may have lost a drop or 2 of blood. Truth is, I'm not going anywhere like this. Hurts to breathe.
Spriggans, you say? I may have a potion to spare.
I just need a little to get going.
Just a little? That's frankly all I've got.
Much better. Thanks, friend. I wouldn't have lasted much longer without that. But now what? I can't just walk away, not with my friends' bodies in there being torn apart by those beasts.
Oh god, I have enough trouble with bandits sometimes. I understand. Let me help you.
You'd do that for a stranger? I don't know what to say. Lead on, I suppose.
Just stay behind me. Do me a favor and stay behind me. It's the only way we're gonna get through this. Oh. Okay, 2 things, real quick. We're going to hotkey the other potions of healing. We're going to... Oh, honestly, I'm wondering if I should be using a one-handed and shield for this, because the shield's going to give me a little bit more protection. The shield would give me more protection, but my... my two-handed damage versus my one-handed damage, it's a big difference. Big difference. Creatures and people up to level 7 flee from combat. I'm going to try it, even though I'm willing to bet that the Spriggans are not going to be level 7 or under. Oh, God. Hey, Valder, pray for us, please. You don't want to sneak with me? You don't want to be my sneak friend? I'm just saying, I think we have a better chance at doing this if we just play it smart. Like, I can see the Spriggan right there, and I know that we're going to get murdered.
Stop that!
Stop what? I'm helping you out! Oh god, there she goes. Oh god, this is going better than I thought. This is already going a little bit better than I thought. Maybe not, maybe not. Oh, quick, finish her off, finish her off! Ooh, almost hit him with that. That was very close. Oh, god. Now, I know I have, potions for this, but I'm just gonna eat some food. Oh, let me just stand here in this cave, eat some food. It's fine. It's good for you. Like, look at that. That helped me out a little bit right there. I noticed you also haven't attacked anyone yet. I noticed you have, not helped me out just yet. Oh, careful! What are you doing that for? I'm not gonna rob your friend's dead body in front of you. I feel like that'd be a little rude. Little disrespectful. Little dishonorable. Well, they got that bear. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, we got cubs. Okay, you stick to archery. That might be able to help us here. That might help weaken them up a little bit. Okay. He's keeping them distracted. This is good for me. Oh, not good. Not good. Oh, God. I'm going to do enhanced stamina. I'm going to do potion of healing. Minor healing. Oh, not good, not good. Yep, no, I knew the windup was going to be way too long on that. Alright. Round 2. Here's the thing. I know I'm dying a little bit, but I also like the added difficulty. After having played Skyrim for so long, and yeah, it just becomes trivial at a certain point, I do like that I am making it more difficult for myself early on. I say that and then I just brutalize the Spriggan. It's like, oh, I make it more difficult, and immediately, Spriggan dead. All I had to do was rush in. Using the bow didn't even help me out with her all that much. Just comparatively speaking.
Hey, watch it.
Listen, I'm helping you out, buddy. The bear is gonna kill me, so I'm just being smart. Trying to be smart. Terrible aim, frankly. Yeah, it doesn't help that my stamina is just drained right now. Nothing here. Are you serious? You know that there's bears in here. We're well past the point of thinking there's nothing in this cave. That bear's hiding from me, though. That bear knows better. He's smarter than the average bear. Never mind, they forgot I existed. They're not that smart. Oh, there it is. There it is. Are there no cubs this time? Is it just the feral bear this time? Oh, God. Oh, Valder! Valder! Okay. Valder, come on, come on. Come on. Okay. Oof. Not terrible. That just leaves Spriggans, correct? Well, hopefully that just leaves Spriggans. Spriggans. I'm just nervous now. And yeah, I can just... I could just quick save, I could just make this a lot easier myself by just quick saving all the time, but I'm trying not to, like, overdo it. I'm trying not to do nothing but rely on quick saves just every time I kill an enemy. Because once again, I'm trying to impose a little bit of a challenge on myself, otherwise I'm just gonna make it too easy. And where's the fun in that? Robes of Destruction sells for a lot. Hey, more silver armor! Necklace of Alchemy. Not bad. Alright, Valder, just one more, right?
Be careful. They're faster than you think.
Just one more Spriggan, perhaps? Do you see them, Valdir? Do you see any Spriggans? I'm actually amazed that the Spriggans haven't been the hardest part for me. I'm amazed that the Spriggans didn't just one-shot me. Because that's what I was most worried about. Now that I've said that, I'm gonna get murdered immediately. Just watch. Why did I say that? No! Oh, so close. It's that drain. It's that health drain. Spriggan number 2. I'm taking out this one first this time, or trying to. Alright. I literally just have to bum rush them. If I just rush them, I can take them out easily. Otherwise, they kill me. Otherwise, they just destroy me.
Is someone there?
Guess I need to heal up first. Why? Okay, okay. Yep. Power attacks, rush, do not give them a single second to intervene. Oh. Did you step on a bear trap? The irony that you're the hunter, and you're the one stepping on the bear trap here. Alright.
It's done then. Justice, if you can call it that. Look, I want you to have this. I know it isn't much, but it's important to me. Ari gave me this dagger when we first started hunting together. I always said it brought her luck. You should be the one to carry it now. I'll give them a proper burial, then head back. Come find me if you're ever in Falkreath. You'll always be welcome at my door.
You know, I might take you up on that. Because as it is, I might be heading there real soon.